So what Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu wanted, what our Prime Minister Simon ever wanted, we have gotten it. No one, no organization, no country in the world can tamper with this declaration of over 500 Biafrans that appended their signature that we want to exit Nigeria. We want to exit a country that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists into the indigenous community. Arm them with AK-47 to kill and maim and take over the homes of the indigenous people. We already got that. That which Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu sought. That which our Prime Minister Simon ever sought. We have gotten that. And what we are doing right now is protecting that which we got. Protecting it. Creating our allies. And building this new nation. With all the legal documents. With all the support from our allies, with all the support from 99.9% of Biafrans that participated in that self-referendum. That is exactly what we are doing. And I'm very, very happy the world has seen the success of the United States of Biafra. Just by the...
Hold on. I must take this from Mr. Samuel Agodimba. Said, Agodimba, I don't know if this is Agodimba, Ago, whatever. But Mr. Samuel said to me, Mazi Rozay, no update from you from the visit of Tinubu in London. IPOBs are protesting and we didn't see any one of you guys there. And now let me clarify this. IPOB, I am an IPOB member, not an IPOB as organization. IPOB simply means, for most of you, I know you know this already, the indigenous people of Biafra. Now, IPOB as organization, I'm not part of them, and I can never be part of them. Now, nobody's going to listen to those people for what they came to do at that place where Tinubu came. You know why? Because they are not under any government. The reason why nobody's going to listen to them is because they're not under any government. So you have to be a government in exile or a government to talk to a government. And that is what we are going to be doing. We're not going to be following these people because at the end of the day, under what government is IPOB? Who is their leader? Under what government are they? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB as a leader, he was in charge. Now, who is in charge of IPOB, if I may ask you? So, my brother, your questions are nice. We cannot, no country goes to agitate as a country. What we do is diplomatic battles and missions. No country goes outside to agitate as a country. We will reach agreements. It is not all about going to agitate and all of those. Most of you can continue to your agitation, but let it be centered on releasing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is fine. Now, if we were compelled to go out there and then agitate for our leader, it means we are not yet a government. Do you understand where I'm coming? I don't know if people are following up. Now, it is because we are now government. That is why you didn't see us there. And because if they say, okay, what do you now want as an IPOB member or whatever, what would they present to them? What document do they have to present? If we are the one now that came as USB government, let's just assume that we came to protest as UXB government. Now, we have a right to talk to the drug lord in London here that we have sent you this document, is on your table. Part of this document approved by the UN and every other European charter is on your table of our redeclaration. And we want you to remove your terrorist soldiers, police, and all whatnot. And the immediate release of our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. If for that now, we have a structure already. IPOB are just shouting, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let us go, let us go. Under what platform are they letting you to go? Sometimes you add wisdom to whatever you are doing. Sometimes it's not dragging that is the problem. A lot of people did their job. People came and did what they know how to do best. I acknowledge them. But listen, the same IPOB members are the ones that went to testify against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Well, I'm not fighting anybody. Don't get it twisted. Nobody should get it twisted here. We are not fighting anybody. Anybody and everybody have a right to their opinion. It is our country. Biafra is freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of insulting whoever you want to insult. That's your problem. But you know what? The right thing must be done. Some of you don't understand this. If King Charles, His Royal Highness, calls them, now you come, let us have this meeting with you people. What are they going to say that they want? They want to now the Kano free and then they want to Biafra. Okay, so how do you want to start this Biafra? That is the sense in what, if we are to step in there, we're going to use this logic because we have a redeclared document. And King Charles and the rest of them know that the way Nigeria is going now, it is beyond repair. So the reason why they call the drug lord, and I like that man who had the boldness. That is what I keep telling Biafrans, that you don't have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom to do anything in Nigeria. The man openly called out Tinubu a drug lord in the United Kingdom. You saw the picture. Nobody arrested him. Nobody intimidated him. Go and try that in Nigeria. You'll be locked up and be locked away. That is why we say Nigeria is not a country, can never be a country. So why are people dragging me to come and talk about the visit of the drug lord to, you know what they stand for? You know, if not, has this country ever come to debunk what Donald Trump said about Nigeria being a particular country of concern? Have these same people come out to tell the world how Christians are being unalive in Nigeria? Have this country, this same United Kingdom? So what do you want me to say? You know better than I do that the people that the drug law came to meet is to fulfill his political agenda. What do you want me to say? And you are dragging me for no reason. I told you people I'm reading, I'm busy. Why are you dragging me? Why are you calling me out? I am not an IPOB member in the sense that I am not in their group. I am an IPOB. I was born an IPOB. I was born an indigenous person of Biafra. I was not born outside the country. I was born in Biafran land. So, automatically, by birth, I'm an IPOB member. But I am not an IPOB organization. I'm not part of them. That is where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife decided to remain. And she's the one that spearheaded the whole protest. So, how do I get involved in that? They have a right to do whatever they're doing. While we are heading for recognition, everything you see anybody doing today, the redeclaration, anybody you see anybody do, is as a result of that redeclaration on the 29th of November 2024. That is why Benjamin will listen to you. That is why Trump will listen to you. As a nation, IPOB, what do they have? That's the question. Ogechukwu Nkeri, Isaiah Onyog, the criminal man. What does Ogechukwu Nkeri has to present to anybody? All these things are just evil and nonsense that they are doing. They have nothing. So you expected to see ROZAY shouting with a placard when we have gone past that. We are now a full nation. We are now a redeclared nation. And all these things that you see going through, they know when Simon is out, the game will change. They know this already. They know when Simon comes out now, everything will scatter. So that's why they are doing whatever they can to be relevant. That is not how to be relevant. The way to be relevant is to join the United States of Biafra. If the woman there, Dr. ORABUEZE, is not getting it right, fine. Join there, identify yourself there. If you don't want to see her as your leader, that's your problem, that's fine. But wait until those your leaders, those ones that you feel that they can do it better than her, comes out. But identify yourself with that group. Identify yourself under USB. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like Dr. NGOZI or ROZAY to become who you want to become. You don't have to like anybody in the group. Do you know how many people have fought in that group? Not group, I mean in the government. I'm sorry to use that word group. Do you know how many people have fought in the cabinet? Do you know how many people? The ones that I call my best friends, I'm fighting all of them. Because some of them, they don't really do things the way I want it. And you must not do it the way I want it to be done 100%. But mmadụ na-agwa gị okwu gagodo onye anwa ntị, gee onye anwa ntị, mala ihe onye a na-akọ. So nobody is perfect. Even me that I'm speaking now, I'm not perfect. Most of you could have noticed how many mistakes I have done and corrected myself again. So nobody is perfect. In our being imperfect, we will do the right thing. We will continue to do the right thing. And that is why I said the right thing is to follow a channel that leads to an end of a tunnel that can bring you out on the other side of the road. Not continue to walk blindly and cheapishly and following people because somebody said, oh, I am Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's brother. I am Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife. I am Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's cousin or whatnot. No, I don't do that. I follow the legal process, legal documentation. Everything I said is under oath. Everything I'm telling Biafra is because there is a declaration document. Tinubu, the drug lord, cannot come here and arrest me. They don't born aware. In Papa, they don't born anybody. Biafrans, look at it now, today. All of them gathered from Nigeria. Christopher Musa was there. All the whole chief of army staff, the whole governors left their state and came to London, where there was attack in Kaduna or wherever. But they could not come to Finland. They have to send the same IPOBs organization to go and lie against Simon. All of them gathered themselves to come here. None of them, all Peter and Ba, all of them. So the whole governors can leave their state. The whole governors can leave their state to come to London to welcome a drug lord, a riffraff, a kleptomaniac, a criminal, a well-known murderer, a well-known terrorist financier and sympathizer. That's to show you how corrupt Nigeria is. That's to show you how corrupt the people that you call your God are. That's to show you how some of these countries you see Tinubu traveling. That's to show you how they are as well. So they cannot equally come here. When Simon was you saw Peter Mba now, you saw Charlie Mwafo, that useless and hopeless Anambra State governor. Oh, we have evidence. We will bombard Finland with evidence. We are coming with evidence. On that day, none of them showed up. They have these resources to waste. They didn't come. That's to show you the kind of country you. Hey, I want to be one Nigeria. Nigeria is not for you. The earlier, the better you know it. All of you listening to me, the good Biafrans, the innocent Biafrans, the loyal Biafrans, find a way to identify with USB. You must not like Dr. NGOZI or ROZAY. You must not like the people who are making the laws. Identify with them. It's not everybody that likes Tinubu. I don't like him. He's a criminal, a known drug lord. But even in this country, he's a known drug lord. You must not like Dr. NGOZI or ROZAY. You must not like any one of the government officials in Biafran land before you can join them. It is for your own good. It is for your children's good. It is for my own good. So I'm not here to psychoanalyze, or rather should I say hyperventilate over this issue. No. I'm just trying to, there's what they call in chemistry separation techniques. I'm just trying to show you the separation technique of the two things that is happening here. We have IPOB as a people. We have IPOB. They have, not we. As organization, those people who have IPOB as an organization are all failures. They don't have leaders. They are all leaderless. identify yourself with a country called United States of Biafra under the leadership of Mazi Nepa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Dr. NGOZI ORABUEZE. You must not like these three people before you join them. You must not like them. You must not say, hey, because Dr. NGOZI ORABUEZE, she's a woman, and decide not to join them. You must not say that. You must join them as long as you are under the sound of my voice. You must join that country because we are moving to the next level of recognition. Most of you will think, oh, hey, Rosé, you have been saying this for a long time. Don't worry. Everything is systematic. Everything is one by one. Oh, I go one, and we go two, I go two, and we go three. It is not reverse psychology. Everything has to be in place before your country can be recognized. We are no more in armed struggle. And that is why we refuse to pick up arms against the Nigerian state. Why? Because we are no more in armed struggle. Now, the reverse psychology is that let Nigerian people continue to do the damage while we use our document to lobby in, to fight for our redeclaration and the oppression. That is why you can see when Aba people were doing protests. Because now they understand that the USB has been redeclared and Donald Trump is in power. Watching, the world is watching what is going on. They didn't shoot a bullet. They only tried to, cause small chaos, which they rather retraced their steps. But the reason is because they understand that we have a nation. And if there is any casualty, if there is any massacre, immediately the country, one of the superpower will come and redeclare. We don't need to have the territorial integrity of our land before these nations can recognize us. And that we understand. And that they know already. Nigeria understood this. And that is why King Charles called this drug lord. These people, the way they are moving very fast. Let us look for another dimension to handle this matter. The way we are handling it. That is what they are discussing. They are not discussing the... Let me read what Sahara Reporter said, and that's how we end. Because I had it printed out yesterday. I had it printed out because I didn't want to come and make this video, but I made it. I'm making this video because of the question people are asking me and dragging me to what I'm not supposed to be dragged into. And Sahara Reporter said, and I quote, just hold on. I'm just looking for this page. This is it. And Sahara Reporter said, and I quote, sorry guys, because I can't put this thing off. And Sahara Reporter said, the traveling of the president of Nigeria, Tinubu, is to go and ask the United Kingdom on how they can be able to combat insecurity in Nigeria. That is quoted by Sahara Reporter. He traveled to go and discuss with King Charles. How King Charles will help him to combat insecurity in Nigeria. And US is asking you that they want to combat this insecurity free of charge. That is where your six senses should play in. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. I'm telling you the truth. So they can do their rubbish. I saw all the ministers, both Bianco Olo, Udiolo Show. I saw all of them in London. All of them, they're here. London to Finland is just less than 2 hours. They can't go there. They cannot go there when Simon called them because they knew they would drag themselves to the mud. But you see this appeal? While life, Nigeria escape it, and we know that these people are the most useless people in this world. Very useless country. Dear friends, on this note, I have to say a very wonderful, happy weekend to every one of you. I'll see you some other time. Tomorrow I have exam, like I said before. So please, I just don't want this video to be long. And I'm going to speak with you guys some other times. Thank you, and may God bless you guys. Believe that.